Have you ever thought, what is the best gun in Blox routes? And the reason why I'm asking you is because I don't know. Simple as that, I don't know. But today, we're gonna unleash the truth. We're gonna be ranking all 14 guns in Blox routes to see which one comes on top. So let's get into it, bro. Alright guys, so obviously to test all the guns, we need to actually have all the guns, right? I mean, that is pretty obvious, bro. What am I talking about? But the problem is, I only have 12. And that is a big no. So the guns I'm missing is the cannon and the bizarre revolver. I guess we are going on a bizarre adventure, bro. Alright, so the first gun is in the first sea, and as you can see, it's pretty easy to get. You need only 100k money, so let's go there, man. Bro, it's kinda nostalgic being back in first sea. Alright, big bro, give me the cannon, bro. Alright guys, let's test cannon on this no, bro. Let's just test it. Bro, why am I lagging so bad? 33 damage. Okay, I need to change my stats. And to get the second gun, we need to go to the second sea, to the El Rodolfo. Bro, my Spanish accent is actually too good, man. And we got a second gun, let's go. Now guys, we actually have all the guns now. Ain't no way 300 mastery just for this gun, bro. Alright, next what you have to do is like, get mastery on all the guns, bro. This is the hardest part of the video, I swear to God. Bro, I feel like this is the best method of farming. Like just farming at a peanut island or whatever island this is, man. I don't even know, Chocolate Island. Ain't no way I accidentally put my stats into fruit, bro. Don't tell me I need to spend Robux, man. We're gonna farm mastery first on the bizarre rifle. The damage is not that good, I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I'm down on mastery, it's not even that good. Damn, that shot was crazy. Okay, let's see the Z move. Space bedding blast. What the hell was that? I don't even know. I have unlocked this new skill, let's see it. Let's go. Look at that. Wait, you can actually hold it? That is crazy. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna level up Bazooka. We need to get 250 mastery. Okay, that isn't even too bad. That is not too bad. We gotta see the Z move though. Let's see it. Heat wave. Look at that. Okay, that looks pretty cool to me. We got a new skill. Let's see it. Alright, let's test on this guy, bro. Flaring missiles. Let's go. What the heck just happened? Alright guys, we got all the mastery on all the guns, of course. So our first gun is the Slingshot. It doesn't do that much damage, only 400 per hit. Even though I have low mastery, it doesn't even matter. The Z move barely does damage and you can easily escape out of it. The X move is kinda decent, it does 1k, but it's still trash, man. The Z move isn't can dodgeable, but the X move is. Oh, never mind. So to start off, I'm gonna place it on the F tier. God damn it, it actually sucks, man. Alright, so our next gun is the Flintlock. Compared to the Slingshot, it does decent damage on the AM1, decent damage on the Z move, and decent damage on the X, as you can see over here. The Z move isn't can dodgeable, and neither the X, I guess. The Z move kinda stuns the opponent, and you can easily combo after that. The X move also has a stun, which is kinda good, man. So this gun is pretty decent in my opinion. We're gonna place Flintlock on the C tier. Actually, I might move it to the G later, but I don't know, man. Let's just keep it on the C. Alright, so our next gun is the Musket. Alright, can't. Okay, here it is. Alright, so it does better damage than the Flintlock. The Z move, let's see it. Bang. Okay, it kinda looks cool in my opinion. And it even does burning damage. Damn, 2k. Okay. The X move now. Torching shot, 2k damage. So 4k damage in total. Okay, that is kinda bad. I'ma keep it a bug. That is kinda bad, man. Now let's see the range of it though. Oh damn, that's a big snipe in my opinion. Alright, now the X move. Oh, so both of them have big range, but the bullet kinda moves slow. Like it moves slower than the freaking snare, bro. The Z move isn't can trickable or can dodgeable. The X move also isn't can dodgeable. But why are all the guns not can dodgeable, bro? Like that is crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna place it on the D tier just because it has no stun, bro. Like literally no freaking stun. Alright, refined Slingshot. This should be a better version of the Slingshot, bro. Like, is it? I don't know, man. Let's just see it. Okay, the damage is kinda bad, but it's kinda fast. The M1s are kinda fast. Let's see the Z move. Ink Storm. Wait, it gives me life. That is crazy. Is it stunning him? Okay, the stun looks like it's kinda better, but I don't know. Let's see the Cluster Bomb, the X move. Bang. Okay, that is what kind of moves is that, bro? Hell no. Bro, let's see the heal on that Z move, man. Let's see the heal on the Z move. It's kinda decent. I'm not even gonna lie, it's kinda decent heal. We're gonna place it on the D tier after the musket. It's a dual Flintlocks. Finally a kinda good gun. The damage on the M1 increased slightly better than the Flintlock. As you can see, it does 2.2k per hit, which is OP. I mean, not that OP, but y'all get the idea. Let's see the Z move. Bro, the Z move is that's kinda good stuff, I'm not even gonna lie. But the range is kinda bad, you need to be close to him, that is the big problem. Okay, the Bulletstorm, let's see the Bulletstorm. This move is basically what carries this gun, man. And the X down is it's kinda good, man, it's kinda good. So we're gonna place dual Flintlock on the B tier. Alright, now the Magma Blaster. And in my opinion, this gun is underrated, so I'ma show you why. But first of all, let's see. Bro, why is my ult leaving all the time, man? Like, what is happening? Man just decides to leave all of a sudden. Hey, anyways, let's see the M1 damage, bro. 3.6k on the M1, bro. Like, okay, but it kinda decreases. It's basically a shotgun. Like, look at the bullets. So you need to be close to him if you want to deal decent M1 damage. Alright, let's look at the Z move though. It's kinda decent, bro, but the X move is what carries this gun again, man. Like, the X move is just insane, so let me show it to you. You need to hold this move, I'm pretty sure. Yep, look at the damage, bro. You can't tell like, look at his HP, bro. It's basically half. Okay, he kinda healed a bit, but y'all get the idea, man. 7k damage almost on one move. So what I said, let's do a little combo, y'all know what I'm saying. Let's do the X move, then M1, and then the Z move. Let's see it. Let's see if that works. M1 and the Z move. Bro, look at his HP. Bro, it's kinda crazy how this Magma Blaster is so underrated, man. Like, bro, I'm looking at his tier list over here. This guy placed it on the mid tier. Like, that is crazy. This guy on the A. Okay, what in the world, bro? That's a tier list made in Ohio. Anyways, Magma Blaster on the B tier. Okay, this guy knows ball, man. On the S tier, that is crazy. Anyways, I'ma put Magma Blaster on the A tier because S tier is the best of the best, right? Alright, anyways, let's move on. Alright, so our next gun is Kabucha, man. Finally. Alright, the M1 damage isn't that good, man. Like, it's basically the Slingshot damage. Alright, anyways, let's see the Z move. Wait, 3k damage off of that. Did they buff it? Why does it look kinda can't-shakeable? Wait. Oh yeah, you can escape out of that. Alright, let's see the X move, and this is again the X move carries this gun. I mean, that is every gun in this game basically. Anyways, let's do the X move. Look at it. But it's pretty hard to hit, I'm gonna to be honest. You need to be close to him or either predict in which direction he's going. Bro, if I'm not wrong, did they buff the speed on the X move? I'm not even sure, man, but just because of the X move, we're gonna place it. Bro, I kinda want to place it on the B tier, I'm not even gonna lie, man. But let's place it on the A tier, just behind the Magma Blaster. Alright, now the Bazooka Revolver. The M1. Oh damn, what I say? Wait, let's see that again. So it kinda resets after 3 hits, which is kinda bad, man. It has slow speed on the M1. Bro, in my opinion, they should have buffed that damage on the 3rd hit. Like, look at this. And damn, they should have buffed this damage, man. Like, anyways, let's see the Z move. Space Bending Blast. 2.6k. Let's see the X move. Oh, you need to hold it. Okay. Let's see if the Z move is can dodgeable. As you can see, I have my can dodge on. So let's see it. No. Bro, like, every move isn't can dodgeable, that is crazy. The X move is kinda good, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. The X move looks good. So I'm gonna place this gun on the B tier, just behind the dual Flintlock. Alright, our next gun, and that is the cannon. The M1 damage is kinda better than the other guns, but in my opinion, it's kinda slow. Like, look at this. Yep, you need to be close to him if you want to hit that, bro. Like, that is the speed of a turtle, man. That is crazy. Alright, let's see the Z move. Chain detonation. Okay, this should be... Oh, you need to hold it? Okay, never mind. Alright, the X move. Incendiary ammo. Let's see it. And it even does burn damage. Let me see the range of it, though. Alright, not that good, bro. I'm going to be honest, that is not that good. Now the range on the X move, incendiary ammo. Okay, I can't even spell it, bro. It's kind of slow. You can easily dodge that. Like, let's be honest, man. Bro, I saw other people place it on the G tier, but I'm gonna place it on the F tier above the Slingshot. Like, both moves are can dodgeable and it does pretty bad damage, man. Alright, the next gun, the Bazooka. Finally, a legendary gun. Okay, never mind. The range is kind of good, but it's kind of slow again. Like, the heat wave. Let's see the heat wave. Hey, the X move now. Flaring missiles. Oh, do I need to be standing over here? Wait, let's check the range on the Z move first. Hey, okay, that is pretty good, bro. That is pretty good. And it's not even can dodgeable. The X move now. Let's be standing over here. Let's see the range of it. Does it up the track? So the damage is kinda trash, the range is okay, both moves are not can dodgeable, so we're gonna place it on this S tier, I mean C tier, man. Why did bro say S tier, bro? What the hell? Alright, the next gun, Acidum Rifle. As we all know, this is an underrated gun. The ammo damage does poison damage or like burning damage, and it's pretty decent, bro. Like, look at the speed. Let's see the Z move. Bam! And it kinda stuns him, as you can see. Alright, now the X move. 3k damage, bro. That is crazy. The Z move is kinda can dodgeable on the first hit. I mean, if I'm aiming right at him, it is can dodgeable, but the explosion isn't can dodgeable. Like, look at that. How did I even miss that? What the heck? As you can see, it is can dodgeable. Now the X move, it is not can dodgeable, but it need to be close to him though. That is the big problem of Acidum Rifle. But it kinda does decent stun, so we're gonna place it between the Kabucha and the Magma Blaster. That is a kinda good position for me. Alright, now the Dragonstorm, our first. Why did I think this is a mythic tier gun, man? What the hell? Alright, never mind. The M1 is kinda decent. I mean, maybe if you want to like break his can or whatever, it's kinda good, but it's kind of hard to hit. Alright, let's look at the Z move. Hey, okay, it is not can dodgeable. Okay, 3.6k damage. A lot of people don't know this, but if you're standing in the air like this, the Z move gets an upgrade or a buff or whatever you wanna call it. And bam! Look at the damage, bro. 4.3k, that is crazy. And what's crazy, this is a Z move ability, and look at the cooldown. Look how fast it goes down, man. That is crazy. Anyways, let's look at the X move, Infernal Comet. Bam! 4. Wait, what? So if you're standing there, it does burning damage. Okay, bro, that is pretty epic. That is pretty epic. So both of the moves are uncountable, which is kinda crazy. But let's combine both of the abilities, bro. Like, let's just do it. Z move. And then the X, bam, 10k damage in total. Okay, that is crazy. So yeah, we're gonna place this gun on the S tier. I mean, it's kinda obvious, bro. Alright guys, now our first mythic and the only mythic, the school guitar, which was previously the solo guitar. I don't know why they changed the name. Anyways, the M1 damage is kinda bad, but the moves compensates, man. Like, the Z move does pretty decent stun, but it's can't dodgeable at first. And the X move, which everybody knows about this move, bro, it does insane stun. It even does good damage, bro, which is kinda crazy, 5k damage. So insane stun, great can break, decent damage, and decent range. So we're gonna place this gun on the S tier, in my opinion, behind the Dragonstorm. Alright, now the next gun, which is the Venom Bow, which is not even a gun, it's a bow, man. But anyways, let's look at the M1, which does poison damage. Yep, it kind of works like the Acidum Rifle, like, so the X move should stun. So let's look at it. Yep, look at that sound, man. That is decent. So if you ever want to use this gun, you should use the X move and then after the Z move in a combo, of course. But yeah, we're gonna place this gun on the A tier, in my opinion, behind the Magma Blaster. And maybe behind the Acidum Rifle. And maybe behind... Okay, never mind, bro. Let's just keep it like that. But this is our tier list, man. Bro, in my opinion, this is an accurate tier list. Bro, I already know some of y'all are gonna flame me in the comments. But anyways, this was Amul, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. Peace.